Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. In this video, I'm going to show you 20 albums that at some point, mainly in the 70s, some in the 80s, that I used to have in my record collection, and some of them I really did like. Um, Maybe a few not, some more than others. And I just, for these albums, even though some of them I think are great, I just don't need them in my collection anymore because I know I would never play them. And what I've done with these 20 is I have ranked them from my least favorite to my favorite. And once again, it's just a fun way to talk about music, and so I hope you enjoy this. Please remember to leave a comment below and like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. That's all the rules for now. I'm going to move myself over. Wow. So here we go with my least favorite. And, there, of course, there's many, many more albums, but I just gathered 20 of them that I used to have. Number 20. That's right. I bought a REO Speedwagon album. Don't tell anybody. I guess I don't know much about their whole history, but I guess their earlier albums were more hard rockish, I guess, and then they went more poppy, of course. And I did like a couple of the songs, the hit songs at the time. So I bought the album, and I think I played it maybe 2 or 3 times, and that was it. And then I was done with it. So that's my least favorite. Number 19. Once again, don't tell anybody that I bought an Eagles album. Hotel California. I guess back in the day, I bought it around the time it came out, and I did like it. I did. But then I smartened up, and I don't like it anymore. Number 18. Once again, I bought this around the time it came out, and I loved the album. I played it quite a bit. Don't need to hear it again. And I never followed his Meatloaf's career after this. I know that some of his later albums didn't do that well anyway. But it was a fun album, and I just don't need it in my collection because I know I would never listen to it today. Number 17. The Police, Synchronicity, I think that's the only Police album I've ever bought. I like some of their hit singles, and I did like this album when it came out, especially the final song on side one. Is that Synchronicity? I think it's the song Synchronicity. It's been a few years. And, every breath you take has been, I think I was bored with it even when I had the album. It's a great song, but once you've heard it, a few times, at least for me, I don't need to hear it anymore. But overall, I liked it, but I just don't need the Police in my collection because I like many other bands more than the Police. Number 16. Fly Like an Eagle, Steve Miller Band. I also bought earlier than this. I bought The Joker, which I liked in the early 70s. And I think I bought this and maybe one more, maybe the following album. And, once again, I like the hit songs on it. I played it, but I just wouldn't be playing it today. I have other things more interesting to listen to, but I'm not putting, I don't think, no, I'm not even putting the Eagles down. I'm not putting down any of these artists. They're all talented. Some of them just aren't for me today. but in the past, some of them I really enjoyed. 15. Yeah, I bought Billy Joel albums in the 70s, early 80s. The last one I bought, I think, was called The Bridge, which I wasn't that impressed with. 52nd Street is one of the many albums I bought, and I really enjoyed it. Played it quite a bit. And just today, I don't need Billy Joel in my CD collection, and I know he's going through some really serious health issues right now, and so I'm wishing him the best because he's very talented. Number 14. So these are getting better and better, but not good enough to be in my CD collection. I think everybody bought Frampton Comes Alive. Let me know in the comment section below. And I enjoyed it. And I was a big Humble Pie fan, so, I followed. Yeah, I did buy his following album, I'm in You, which was not very good, especially the cover and the title of the album, which, of course, Frank Zappa did a song, I Have Been in You. But it's a great album. And I played it a lot back in the day and don't need to play it anymore. And he's a very, very underrated guitarist, too. Number 13, Santana, Abraxas. Great album. Let's cover up that album cover. Yeah, I've had their debut album at one time, Abraxas, Santana 3, and I enjoyed them. But I'm done with Santana. Number 12, Boston. I bought Boston when it came out. It was all the rage, of course. Still is in a way. Definitely one of the best debut albums ever. I played it a lot. I never bought any of the following albums. But yeah, their debut is great. I just don't need it in my collection today. I don't want to keep repeating that, but I don't need any of these in my collection anymore. But I'm not saying they're bad albums. Number 11, Bob Seger. Yeah, I really like Bob Seger. I love the song Night Moves, and I bought 2 or 3 of his albums, and I enjoyed them. I wouldn't say I played them a lot, but I played them and enjoyed them. So this is the top 10. It's getting better all the time. Number 10, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Damn the Torpedoes. I think I think this is the only Tom Petty album I've ever bought. I really like his hit singles, a lot of them. But I just know if I bought any of those albums back in the day, I'd play them, a few times and then they would just kind of sit in my collection. But still, great artist and a very good album. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, I used to buy Bruce Springsteen albums. Born to Run, Born in the USA, Nebraska, the 5-disc live album box set on vinyl. I think he's one of the greats. I just don't have any. No, I do have Tunnel of Love, which is my favorite Bruce Springsteen album. And Born to Run is great, but I've just heard it enough. So I've moved on. Number 8. The Cars. Yeah, great band. I bought I think the first 3 albums I bought. And I think my favorite was Candy O, but the debut is great. It's once again one of the great debut albums. Played it a lot. Great album. So that's number 8. Number 7. U2, The Joshua Tree. If I knew me today and, went back to even the Octung Baby, Zoo TV and all that era, U2 were my second or third favorite band after the Beatles and Sparks. I was a huge fan. And if my old self knew, hey, he doesn't even have any U2 albums in a CD collection in 2026, I would be very surprised. But still, they are a great band, and I love their early albums, but I've heard them enough that I don't need them anymore. Number 6, Silver Bed. Another one of the great debut albums. I keep saying that. Van Halen, I bought that when it came out. I wouldn't say I played it a lot, but I really did enjoy it. It's the only Van Halen album I ever bought. And I honestly wouldn't mind having it in my collection again at some point, but if I did buy it, once again, it would probably just gather dust after a listen or two. But a fantastic first album by Van Halen. Number 5. Once again, I think everybody at some point had Fleetwood Mac's Rumors in their collection. And great album, great production, loved the songs. My favorite album is Tusk. I don't have any Fleetwood Mac anymore. But a fantastic album, and I did play it a lot. Number 4. Yeah. Deep Purple Machine Head. I wouldn't mind having that in my collection again. And I probably would play it once in a while. So I'm not saying I'll never have Deep Purple in my collection again. Machine Head. Played that a lot in the early 70s, even in the 80s. But I don't have it anymore, so I haven't really listened to it for quite a few years. So that would be one I would possibly consider getting again. Number 3. Yeah, I was a big fan of ZZ Top for quite a few years. And a few years back, I bought the box set with all of their albums, and I just I just realized after playing it a handful of times, I didn't play them anymore. But I love Eliminator and some of their earlier albums, and some of their later albums are okay. But yeah, Eliminator is fantastic. That's number 3. Number 2. I'm not really a fan of Aerosmith, but Toys in the Attic, and also bought uh, Draw the Line, that album. Draw the Line is actually my favorite Aerosmith song. But Toys in the Attic, I bought around the time it came out. I played it a lot. I still love it. I wouldn't mind having it in my collection again. So that is number 2. Number 1. I don't even know what it is because I forget. Because I put this together a little while back. Number 1 is Supertramp. Crime of the Century, one of the best sounding albums ever. And I had it in my collection along with Crisis, What Crisis. I would say for probably over 10 years and or more. And I just never played it because I played it so much when it was on vinyl, and I know the album very well, and I just, like I said, played it so much I don't really need to ever hear it again, but it's for me, it's the best album on this list. And, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying it is the best. And that is it. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.